Well, Alan, this case is simply terrible and traumatizing. It has sent waves through the town, the city of London, Ontario, through the province, and in fact through the country. If you look behind me, across the street, this busy intersection, that is where a memorial has now begun to grow for these 5 pedestrians, all members of one family who were standing here last night when police say they were deliberately mowed down by a driver who was acting out of hatred for Muslims. The 20-year-old accused had no prior interaction with this family before, and tonight 4 members of one family are dead and a child is without his sister, his parents, and his grandma. It was 8:40 last night when a 46-year-old man, his 44-year-old wife, and their family were out for a walk, which he did every night with his 2 children and his mother. The family was standing here at the corner of South Carriage Road and High Park Road, waiting to cross with the light when a black pickup truck mounted the curb, striking all 5 members of this family, killing the couple, the man's 74-year-old mother, the couple's 15-year-old daughter, and injuring their 9-year-old son. The son is the sole survivor. He is now in hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Now, the suspect, who sped off southbound, according to police, without even stopping for a red light, was arrested a short time later, about 7 kilometers away in the parking lot of Cherry Hill Mall. Police say he was wearing a vest that appeared...
We believe that this was an intentional act and that the victims of this horrific incident were targeted. We believe the victims were targeted because of their Islamic faith. In a moment, I will invite Detective Superintendent Paul Waite to share some details of the investigation. Questions about the investigation will be deferred to Superintendent Waite. As the investigation is still very active, there will be limited details that can be released at this time. We must let the investigation run its course. Before I turn it over to Detective Superintendent Waite, I would like to offer my sincere condolences on behalf of the London Police Service to the family, friends, and loved ones of the victims of this tragedy. Our thoughts remain with the young boy still in hospital. Supports for individuals impacted by this tragedy have been mobilized, and we will release information on accessing those supports at the conclusion of this news conference. We understand that this event may cause fear and anxiety in the community, and in particular, the Muslim community, and any community targeted by hate. I want to reassure all Londoners that all of us on the call today, and many others, stand with you and support you. There is no tolerance in this community for individuals who, motivated by hate, target others with violence. Today, we have met with community leaders and have offered our support to the affected communities now and in the days and weeks ahead, as they grieve the loss and injury of their brothers and sisters. I'd like to take a moment to thank all first responders who attended to the incident and provided life-saving efforts to the victims. This is a traumatic event for them as well. We continue to actively support our members, and I know our emergency services partners are doing the same. I'd also like to thank members of the community who stopped to offer support and assistance last night, those who called 911, and those who remained with the victims until first responders arrived. Events such as this are thankfully rare, but incredibly traumatic to all those involved. At the conclusion of this press conference, we will be sharing telephone lines that have been set up to support our community members and to encourage those who who wish to reach out to do so. Once again, I offer my profound sympathy to the victims and their families and to the London community.